So the Tank versus Lamont Roach fight yesterday is mired in controversy because during the fight, Tank appeared to take a timeout, which is completely unheard of in boxing. But the real question is if that should have been ruled a knockdown or not. Now, the contract which the boxers have, and then also the rules that apply to the bout, especially if it's a championship bout, there'll be certain specific rules set down by the championship belt organizations that specifically deal with the conduct of the bout. But as far as general rules, because I've not seen Tank's or Lamont Roach's contract for the fight, but just from looking at the general rules, it should absolutely have been ruled a knockdown. Specifically, if you look at the New York statute, which deals with boxing matches, such as the NY Compilation of Codes and Regulations, Title 19, Section 211.52, it says when a boxer is down, a boxer is considered down if any part of his body or his or her other than his or her feet is on the ring floor. And even if you're being held up by the ring ropes, you're still considered to be down. And not only that, the statute also goes on to say, because this took place in New York and this is why the statute applies, it says that when a boxer falls to the floor of the ring during the progress of a round, the timekeeper or alternative referee shall immediately begin the official count and shall continue the count of 10 at a rate of 1 stroke per second. So that means that the timekeeper should have been counting. They should have started counting immediately when Tank fell to the ground. Now, I have to caveat this by saying that even though the count should have been started and it was the responsibility of the referee to do so, another section in the statute goes to say that ultimately the referee shall have exclusive authority to decide whether or not a boxer is knocked down during the course of a round, and shall indicate such decision to the timekeeper or alternative referee, whose count shall be accordingly continued or discontinued. And if the count is continued, the referee shall pick it up orally. So what does that mean? It means that ultimately, unfortunately, the decision of whether to issue a knockdown or not goes with the referee. So if the referee doesn't want to issue it, that is the beginning, middle, and end of the debate. It's done. It's over. And in this case, the referee did not issue it, which is absolutely terrible for Lamont Roach, because it's clear that he should have been given it, and if he had been, certainly the very scandalous draw that was issued would not have been. So it's a very embarrassing situation all around and mostly unfortunate, but certainly, as the statute seemed to indicate, the ultimate arbiter and person who decides these kind of issues is the referee, and he did make a decision, although many feel it was the wrong one that was made.